Welcome to News Channel 5, where Sam the Man puts the jam in the news. In recent news, the CEO and co-founder of the Apple industry has recently passed away. He created the iPod, the iPad, and the iMac, and it makes me sad. On another note, we recently took the time to cover a long-ago court case of Robert Fletcher and John Peck. In a reenactment, we have our field reporter, Lauren Gaskins, covering the details.
Thank you, Sam. Here we have mass acres of land purchased in the Fletcher versus Peck court trial.
We are now set to hear the case of Robert Fletcher versus John Peck. Plaintiff, you may proceed with your case.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court. I recently purchased land from this fellow commonly known as John Peck. He sold me 30 million acres of land, which I bought for merely a penny's worth.
Objection, Your Honor. He has no proof.
Overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor. You can tell by this deed that was actually signed by Mr. Peck. By signing this legal deed, he gave all rights to the land to me. But what I didn't know was that Mr. Peck has failed to tell me that he was not the legal owner of the acres purchased at the time of the
So, Mr. Fletcher, what you're telling me is that you purchased this land from this gentleman who convinced you that he was the proud legal owner.
That would be correct, Your Honor.
When you purchased the land, did you ever ask Mr. Peck if he owned it?
No, Your Honor. I did not ask Mr. Peck that. I assumed that it's only right to sell land that you legally own.
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. Mr. Peck, please present your defense.
May it please the court. Your Honor, when I purchased this land, it was perfectly legal to do so. I can't help the fact that the great state of Georgia changed the law to make the purchase illegal. Judge, when I purchased that land, I did so legally.
What would make you come to that conclusion?
Because the law was clear in 1795. The purchase was legal. There's no one in this courtroom, Your Honor, that can point out to any law on the books of 1795 that made the purchase illegal. It wasn't until a year later that the Georgia state legislature passed the statute that allegedly made the purchase illegal.
Anything further from the plaintiff?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further from the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
The court will now take this case under advisement. Dismissed.
All rise.
We have come to a conclusion. The issue in this case is whether the actions of the Georgia State Legislature in passing a law that negates all property rights established under an earlier law is unconstitutional for violating the Contract Clause, Article 1, Section 10 of the United States Constitution. We therefore hold, yes, a law that negates property rights after the fact is unconstitutional. In fact, the Georgia state law is an unconstitutional ex post facto law that seeks to penalize bona fide purchasers for wrongs committed by those whom they were purchasing.
So it turns out Fletcher and Peck both won the court trial. Back to you, Sam.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Justice yet again. Thank you to the Supreme Court. Tune in next week to News Channel 5. This is your anchor, Sam Pemberton, signing off.